kill, Linford. You're nicked. And I suppose you don't know anything about this lot either.
No, I don't. Can I go now?
You ever worked undercover yourself, sir?
No, don't start that again.
I know someone who's looking for a guaranteed high-grade supply. Says he's very much like to meet you.
Turn him round. Listen, I think there's been some kind of... So, you thought you'd set up shop in my town, did you? Without my permission?
What's it now, a detective sergeant? Shh, keep your voice down.
I'm telling you, you're making a big mistake. You're the one who's made the mistake.
What happened? Didn't he like your story?
Well, let's just say it took some convincing.
I don't work for anyone, especially not a scumbag like Saul Anderson. I'm a police officer, right?
Yeah, and I'm Mother Teresa of Calcutta. Fancy a biryani?
You awake, Frank?
Rise and shine, mate.
£7:15. You having a laugh?
Sorry. I've got to be in the office by 8. Divisional Commander's power breakfast.
You should have said something before you opened that other bottle when we got back.
Well, it was the least I could do after the way you saved me arse last night.
Strictly self-preservation, I can assure you. If it hadn't been for you, I wouldn't be talking to Saul Anderson.
No, come on. Fair's fair. If you hadn't nutted that uniform lad when he grabbed me like, well... Anyway, cheers.
I reckon that makes us even.
Partners in crime, so to speak. It was a bit of a laugh, though, eh? Two of us jumping off that roof like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Who the hell's that this time in the morning? Yep. All right. Right, that time. That was Walker. Anderson wants to see you. Now.
Must have been very impressive in its day.
We used to come down here as kids, watch the ships launch. Dozens of them.
Makes you wonder what went wrong.
See you later.
Where are we?
Something bothering you, Frank?
Yeah, there is, as it happens. Last time I went for a walk with you, I nearly ended up having a nasty fall.
Worried about industrial accidents, is that it?
Safety first, that's my motto.
Relax, will you? We're only going for breakfast. Come on, my treat.
You mean he's been out all night and not even a phone call to say where he is?
Sir.
Well, I think that just goes to prove my point, don't you?
Sir.
I said he likes to plough his own furrow. You were supposed to keep me informed. Marky McGill was bad enough. God knows what to tell the Chief Constable if Burnside's gone missing too.
That's it, sir. Look on the bright side.
Worst case scenario, Liz. We have to be prepared.
Just waiting on the scrambled eggs.
So, Frank, how come you ended up with Marky McGill's old car pitch?
What do you mean? How come?
Well, after Marky went missing, we were told the police took a court order out on the place.
No secret. The official receiver put it through an agency. Liz and I picked up the lease. Got a terrific deal on fixtures and fittings.
Where you been getting your stock from since you opened?
A fella called Mickey Dodds. You know him?
Yeah, we know Mickey. Good grafter. Mind you don't believe a word he tells you, like. Hell of a liar, that one.
Well, I'll bear that in mind. Listen, Saul, do you think we could dispense with the 20 questions? You've seen the gear. You know it's top-line sherbet. Now I can get as much as you want. Are you in, or are you out?
Not so fast, Frank. Before we do anything together, I'm gonna need a sign of goodwill.
What do you mean, goodwill?
You know, something to inspire trust. Didn't Dave Bonnet tell you? My last 3 shipments were all intercepted by customs. Been a traumatic year, really. Hey, Rob.
Terrible.
If I get stitched up again, well, I think you know where I'm coming from.
I told you. My fellow is 100% reliable. You don't think I'd have moved all the way up here if he wasn't?
Easy to say, Frank. Let's see you prove it.
Where'd you get to?
I crashed at Bonnet's. Turned into quite a night.
Yeah, so I see. Don't you think you should have called? Some of us didn't know what to think. Or what to say.
Morning, Frank. Good of you to finally drop by. Do you mind telling me what the hell's going on?
What it comes down to is this. Anderson is ready to do business. But he wants a favour first. As a sign of goodwill.
What kind of favour?
He's got a parcel coming in from abroad. He wants my man in customs to nurse it through the Norway ferry terminal.
What is it? Drugs?
Yeah, that'd be my guess. Now, the way I see it, we screw the crate on arrival, fit a tracker, and then nick Anderson and Bonnet as soon as they come into contact.
I don't know. I'm not sure I want to involve another agency. Share lines of responsibility.
Not to mention the credit.
Besides, how can we be sure Bonnet will be in at the death?
From what I heard last night, you can bank on it.
All right, I'll speak to customs. Do we know when the crate's due to arrive?
Not yet. Anderson said it'll be short notice.
Right. Well, I suggest you cover the office this morning, Liz. Frank looks like he can use some sleep. Not to mention a bath.
Sounds good. I'll just make a note of these models.
I gather you got it sorted then?
What's that?
Local CID. I noticed D.I. Walker coming in here yesterday as I was on my way out.
Yeah, well, these are the realities we have to work under.
Hey, don't get us wrong, I'm not knocking it. Just so long as you know what you're dealing with.
And what are we dealing with, in your opinion?
Didn't Frank tell you about the night Marky went missing?
Well, he mentioned something about Marky being seen by someone in a pub over in Baker.
That was me. I was with him.
What's this got to do with CID?
Only he wouldn't even have been there, but for the fact that D.I. Walker asked to meet him special.
D.I. Walker?
Only Walker didn't show, did he? Instead, Rob Doughty turns up unexpected. He's one of Anderson's people.
Yeah, I met him last night.
I bet you didn't know that his sister Maggie is the mother of Marky's kid.
No. No, I didn't.
Anyway, after Rob turns up, him and Marky go into a bit of a huddle. After a few minutes, they leave together without so much as a see you later. Marky's face was as white as a sheet. Last time anybody saw him alive.
So what you saying? That the police set him up so that Doughty could do him in?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just telling you for your own good.
Yeah, but from what you've just said, there's no way of knowing whether CID are actually involved, so...
Hang on. It's not the end of it. Next morning, D.I. Walker and dear Spadell are on my house bright and early, warning me to keep my mouth shut. Like I said, as long as you know what you're dealing with.
If Walker's been trying to suppress evidence about Marky's disappearance, that must mean that he and Bonnet had an interest.
Yeah, a big one too. It's costing them £2 a month in lost wages.
Well, Anderson must be making it worth their while.
You know, the thing that gets me is that Doughty character. You know, Marky was living with his sister. Cold-blooded or what?
That's families for you.
Speaking of families, I've been thinking about last night, and there's no way how Cheryl won't mention that she saw me.
What, even after you told her it was a surprise for your mum's birthday?
No, she was the one who said it was a surprise. I just went along with her. Even so, she's probably told me Auntie Brenda already. In confidence, of course. And me Auntie Brenda won't be able to resist telling me Mum, even though she's probably told her to look surprised when she sees me. And me Mum's going to hate hearing it third hand, especially off me Auntie Brenda.
So what are you going to do?
I'm going to have to go and see her.
You are joking.
No, Frank, I'm perfectly serious.
What about operational security?
Listen, we're working miles away. One quick visit and then it's over and done.
Well, can't it wait until the operation's over?
And how long is that going to be? She's me mum, Frank. I can't keep her hanging on.
Are you seriously telling me that last night, when I was out risking life and limb, Gosforth came round for a private briefing?
Yesterday, he told me he'd heard you like to plough your own furrow. Said he wanted me to keep him fully informed. Called it quality control.
Bastard. Right, that settles it. Tonight is definitely a night off. Is that your mum?
Listen, do you want to come in?
What, me?
Oh, come on, it's only for an hour. That way you'll be able to back us up when I tell her it's work. Of course, Gosforth wouldn't like it.
Sure you won't have a sandwich now, Frank?
No thanks, Audrey.
Oh, honestly, it's no bother.
Well, all right then, thanks.
Yes, your Auntie Brenda rang me first thing this morning. Gave us quite a shock.
Sorry about that, Mum.
Especially as we'd only spoken on the telephone yesterday.
The thing is, we came up for a seminar at police headquarters. DNA evidence. There's officers from all over the country. Frank was supposed to go with another colleague, but he dropped out at the last minute. Isn't that right, Frank?
Oh, yeah, hit by a tummy bug. Just like that.
I didn't even realise I was nominated till 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Of course, I jumped at the chance.
It's not often she gets up here now, you know, what with the pressure of work. Do you see much of your mum, Frank?
Well, unfortunately, my mother passed away last year.
Oh, I am sorry. Still, it just goes to show, doesn't it? Thank God for telephones, I say. It's a nice car, Frank. What did you do? Did you drive up last night?
Yeah. You know, usual thing. Roadworks on the A1.
Well, you must have made very good time, seeing as our Liz didn't know she was coming till 4 o'clock. Cheryl said it wasn't quite 10 to 10 when she saw you. I mean, that's not even 6 hours, including the time it would take to go home and pack.
Yeah, well, sometimes, Audrey, it helps when you've got a warrant card in your pocket.
So where did you stay last night, then, love?
At the George, just up from the station. 2 nights, corporate rate. We've got to go back tomorrow, though.
But you're free tonight, then?
Tonight?
Well, I was going to have a little get-together down at the social club for my birthday. I mean, just, you know, Brenda and Billy, Cheryl and her boyfriend, the usual crowd.
I don't know about that, Ma'am. Frank, weren't we supposed to go to some follow-up session tonight after dinner?
Well, I think that was optional, wasn't it? I don't think they'd miss us if you wanted to have a drink with your mum.
Well, that's settled then. Maggie Doughty.
What's it about? Just a minute, Tom. I'm speaking to the lady.
Name's Liz Macaulay. Me and my partner took on Marky's old car pitch. I brought you some things we found when we're having a clear out.
All right. Thanks. Look, would you like a cup of tea? I'm just about to put the kettle on.
Yeah, that'd be great. Must be a struggle bringing up a kid on your own.
Try telling that to the DHSS. If it wasn't for his Uncle Rob, I couldn't even afford to pay the rent. Have you seen the price of kids' trainers?
And this isn't Marky's house, then?
We had to move out. Mortgage arrears. Can't even get in his bank account without a death certificate.
Oh, I nearly forgot. This must be yours, too.
100 quid? What's this?
We found it in a petty cash tin tucked under the floor. Well, think of it this way. Now you'll be able to buy him those new trainers.
I don't believe in fairy godmothers. I thought you said you were hungry. Why'd you really come down here?
I thought you might be able to settle an argument between me and my business partner.
For 100 quid. Must be something important.
It's important to us. You see, this pitch we've taken over, we had a pull from local CID wanting a handout. They reckon it's an established thing, that Marky was paying them £2 a week.
And if he was, what's it got to do with me?
We just wondered whether it was true, and whether Marky got value for money.
Marky never got arrested, if that's what you mean.
But
if you do decide to pay, watch out for D.I. Walker. Don't let him get you registered.
What do you mean, registered?
On his books. Official informant.
Is that what you did to Mark?
Walker used to hear things about drug shipments. Sometimes he'd put in a big claim for information money and get Marky to sign the receipt as if he'd been the source. Marky never saw a penny of it.
So is that your only complaint? The money?
Only complaint? Haven't you been listening? They made him look like a grass, for God's sake. Now he's dead and we're stuck here living on handouts.
Well, we heard Saul Anderson's name mentioned.
Aye, well you would, wouldn't you? The usual suspects. No way was he involved.
You sound very sure.
Look, my brother works for Saul Anderson, right? If Anderson had been responsible, Rob would have said something.
There you go, Audrey. Happy birthday. Get that down here.
You won't have to ask her twice.
Get away with you. Thanks very much, Frank.
This is me Auntie Brenda.
How do you do?
Hello, Brenda.
Hello.
And the joker here is my Uncle Billy.
All right.
Hello there.
This is Liz's friend I was telling you about.
Ma'am? Sorry about that, Frank. She's got this thing about me being unattached, especially since our Cheryl's always got a man in tow.
Don't worry about it. Anyway, we're only playing a role. Talking of which, do you want to dance?
What to this? You got to be joking.
Come on, Liz. It's supposed to be a night off.
Oh. Look after me bag, ma'am.
Do you fancy a twirl, Brenda?
Right.
So, what's on your mind?
Funny, I was going to ask you the same thing.
Just enjoying the evening. You?
Thinking about something Gosforth said.
Don't tell me there's more.
He said when they asked for your attachment, you were told to nominate a partner, and that was your first choice.
Does that surprise you?
Yeah. Yeah, it did a bit.
Well, it shouldn't. Not with everything you've got going for you.
What do you think of the show, Frank?
Yeah, it's great. Good laugh, the old karaoke.
There you are, you see. I said he wouldn't mind.
Mind what?
Sorry, Frank, I forgot. When you were up at the bar getting the drinks, we put your name down. You're up next.
Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have. And maybe I didn't treat you.
He's very good, isn't he? Hey, who would have thought?
Who indeed?
As I should have.
There's our Cheryl and that boyfriend of hers.
Second best.
What, that bloke at the bar, that's Cheryl's boyfriend?
You were always on my mind.
He's called Rob. He's a bit of a gangster, apparently. Been in the Chronicle a few times for fighting in bars.
Didn't hold you.
Your Auntie Brenda's not very happy, but still, what can you do? It's her choice.
Hi, Liz. Happy birthday, Auntie Audrey.
Oh, thanks, Pet.
How long you been seeing him then, Cheryl?
Few months. He comes in the bar a lot. That's where we met.
Do you know what he does for a living?
Actually, he's a dealer. You know, bulk discount, bankrupt stock. You can get loads of different sportswear.
I see.
Can you believe it? He's got 3 houses.
Happy that you're mine. Little things I should have said and done.
He got me this lovely deco fireplace for my living room.
Listen, Cheryl, I need you to do me a big favour, OK?
What kind of a favour?
It's Rob. I've met him before. Now, he thinks I'm a used car dealer. Now, whatever you do, don't mention I'm a police officer.
You're a car dealer? Why would he think that?
Never mind that now. Just do what I say. Otherwise, I'm going to be in deep trouble. Do you understand? Promise me, Cheryl.
Hello, Liz. Didn't expect to see you and Frank here.
Well, it's a family celebration.
We're cousins. Liz's mum's my mum's sister.
Would you believe that, eh? Small world.
It's not very often we get a chance to get together, is it, Cheryl? So how about we leave business at the office, OK?
You were always on my mind.
Now think. Hard. No snide comments. Nothing to make him start asking questions.
No. She was a bit quiet after. Well, she's bound to feel a bit resentful.
Oh, that's great. After all our hard work, we're going to get blown out because Cheryl's in a bit of a strop.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. For God's sake, man, Frank, she's family. I told her how serious it would be if she said anything.
Yeah, and we all know how good Cheryl is at keeping secrets.
Hey, don't blame me. How was I supposed to know she was going to walk in with one of our targets on her arm?
Bad luck I can take, but this is just outrageous.
Well, I just hope that Rob's not suspicious enough to want to knock it out of her.
Well, we can't take that risk.
What? You mean cancel the operation?
No. We got to tell Gosforth. At least as much as he needs to know. We'll have to have Rob lifted until this is all over.
We're going to have to be quick then.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. 20 minutes. All right, see you then. Bye.
Who was that?
Bonnet. He wants to see me right away.
Interesting timing. Are you sure that's a good idea?
I don't think we have any choice. Here. You can bodyguard me.
One question, Frank.
Sounds ominous.
Those armed robberies you pulled down south, when you were going over the pavement, like, possibility of armed police there waiting for you, how did you feel?
Like the man on the flying trapeze. Terrified, mostly.
The crate's arriving on tomorrow morning's ferry. There's only one boat, so you can't miss it. Here's the collection invoice. Once it's cleared customs, you're to take it unopened to this address. It's a warehouse in Wallsend. Look for a large green roller shutter and blue railings. Anderson will be waiting.
What about you?
Don't worry, I'll be around. And don't forget to burn that sheet of paper.
One more thing. I know it's none of my business, but as I'm the one taking all the risks here, I think I should know what's in that crate.
You're right. It isn't any of your business.
Your cousin? How the hell did that happen?
She works in a bar beside the quayside, sir. We were in there having a meeting with Anderson and Doughty. She turned up unexpected. I did manage to get her to one side before she blurted anything out.
Well, that's hardly the point. You could still compromise us at any time.
That's why we have to move fast. Get Doughty out of the way before he can do us any harm.
It's still taking a big risk. Have you forgotten what happened to Marky McGill?
No, I haven't. That's why you're going to have armed backup follow us every step of the way. First sign of trouble, I get on the mobile, you send in the heavy mob. Or would you rather tell the Chief Constable how you blew most of your budget on a used car scam for no actual result?
Sir, all we need is a few more hours until the ferry comes in. Think about it. You'd have Anderson, Bonnet, the drugs, all in the same place at the same time, and mine and Frank's statement to explain it to the jury. Even the CPS wouldn't knock that back. That's Cheryl's place over there, the one with the blue door. From what I can gather, Rob was supposed to stay over last night. You two cover the front, and remember he's got a history of violence, all right?
Hang on.
What's he doing here? Come on, Frank.
Hello.
Frank, it's Liz. We've got a bit of a problem. We're outside Cheryl's house. Walker's turned up. He's speaking to Rob.
Has he seen you?
No, we're well back.
What's going on? Any ideas?
Hold on. They're going towards Walker's car. Looks like he's come to collect him.
Look, we better make a decision.
Frank, they're getting in the car now. What do you want us to do? Let them both now or what?
No, definitely not. Not with Walker there. Let them go. Tell Derek to keep eyeball. You pull Cheryl, try and assess the damage. Then call me back.
I wondered when you'd show your face.
Mr. Bentley.
That's right. Everything okay?
Would you come with me, please?
What's up? Something wrong?
Let's just say there's been a slight hitch.
Derek, where are you?
Wall's End. It's no good, Liz. We've lost him.
You what? What do you mean you've lost him?
Look, he was pulling counter-surveillance. We had to drop back. We have only got one car, remember?
Never mind, keep looking. Try the warehouse and for God's sake, don't show out. Keep me posted.
Why didn't you say something, Liz, that first night? Didn't you trust me?
This is a police operation, Cheryl. I can't go around telling whoever...
Right bloody fool you made me look, going on about his 3 houses.
We're not kids anymore, Cheryl. I need to know what he knows and what he suspects. Frank's safety depends on it.
Oh, give us a break, Liz.
You think I'm joking?
Rob wouldn't get involved in something like that. I know him. He's soft as a brush.
He's already involved, Cheryl. We think he might have murdered a police informant.
This is the crate. Top layer camping accessories. Underneath, we have the more serious tools.
Ooh, Boy Scouts motto. Be prepared. This is even better than we thought.
Apparently not.
What do you mean?
In light of the changed circumstances, HM Customs has decided not to let us run with it. They're seizing the crate and its contents.
You're not serious.
Experience tells us all it takes is one momentary lapse in surveillance, and these weapons could disappear without trace. I'm afraid that's a risk I'm not willing to take. Sorry.
Now you hold on. This is our operation. Well, don't just stand there. Tell him what's at stake here. Tell him about all our hard work.
Cases involving importation fall under our jurisdiction.
Oh, I see. So where does that leave me? My credibility with the targets?
Let it go, Frank. We've had the discussion. You heard them. They have jurisdiction. There's nothing more to be said.
I don't believe this.
If it's any consolation, you weren't the only ones to bring us the news on this one.
What do you mean?
Well, we have our own informant close to the Anderson crew. Better informed than you, apparently. He'd already told us they were firearms.
So what do we do now?
First thing to do is to square it with Anderson. Keep this thing on track.
Oh, yeah? And how do you suggest we do that? Shall I tell him the crate fell off the back of a lorry?
Just tell him the truth. You heard him. Customs already knew about the crate. This isn't down to you.
And do you really expect them to believe that, do you? Just like that?
Well, you are the undercover expert. Or so you keep telling me.
Hello. We've been bumped. Yeah, Whereabouts? All right, I'll be there. That was Bonnet. He wants to see me now.
Good luck.
What's going on?
You tell me.
You said we've been bumped. What's that supposed to mean? You have got the crate.
I've got nothing. That's what I was trying to tell you on the phone. Customs were waiting for it. We've been grassed up.
Come on, Frank, you can do better than that.
That's not even funny. I'm telling you, it's been nicked. My man said it was guns, for God's sake. You never said nothing to me about guns.
Right, you, get lost.
You what?
You heard, get a taxi or something. Get in the car.
What about the van?
Get in the car. Don't make me ask again.
How much does he know? Talk to me, Cheryl. Tell me you didn't see anything about last night.
I said I wouldn't, didn't I?
Yeah, I know what you said. But what I want to know is why you won't look me in the eye.
Look, I haven't said anything about last night, all right? It's just...
What?
I think I might have mentioned something when we first started going out.
Define mention something.
Just about me having a cousin in the police, nothing else. It was months ago. We were watching a film about cops on the telly. It just came out.
And did he pick up on it last night? Did he start asking questions?
Not until we went to bed. He said I was acting funny because I didn't want to do anything. He asked if you and me had had a row, and I said no, everything was fine. But I could tell he didn't believe us. After that, he just turned over and went to sleep.
Has he spoken to anyone since last night? Any telephone calls?
There was a call while I was in the shower.
Who from?
Well, how should I know? I've told you I was in the shower.
All right, just calm down. I need to think this through. What about D.I. Walker? What did he want?
I don't know that either.
Do you know where they were going?
Yeah. The Norway ferry terminal at North Shields.
The ferry? You sure about that?
Positive. Rob asked me to phone up earlier and check and see if the boat was on time.
Don't answer it.
What do you mean, don't answer it? It might be important.
Let me put it another way.
You mad bastard! What do you do that for?
Security. Don't worry. If this turns out well, I'll buy you another.
Gosforth!
Says Liz. I'm trying to reach Frank's mobile. But it's not responding. He's not with you, is he?
Listen, Liz. It's all gone pear-shaped. The crate was full of guns. Customs refused to let it through.
And where does that leave Frank?
Well, unfortunately, Bonnet and Walker picked him up in the car park before our team got into position. We're still trying to locate him. Customs told us that he had a tip-off from someone else in the inside. Frank thinks he knows who that might be.
Yeah, well, that makes two of us. Look, sir, was Rob Doughty there when they picked Frank up?
Yes, at first. But he kicked him out and he legged it. Why?
I think I know someone who might be able to help us.
A warehouse in Walls End.
Like I said, security.
I wish you'd told me. I'd have brought my bucket and spade.
No, Liz. I can't do it. I won't.
I'm not asking you, Cheryl. I'm telling you now. Give us that number.
No, why should I? After the way you've used us.
You what?
Coming up here, telling lies, sneaking around like some kind of bloody spy. Admit it, Liz. You've only been using me to get it wrong.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Me bumping into you was an accident. I was doing me job.
Aye, and that's the difference between us, isn't it? When all this is over, you can go back down south. We've still got to live here.
Listen, Cheryl, I know you've always resented me for the way our mothers used to compare us, but this isn't about us, it's about Frank! Don't you turn away from me. Do you really want it on your conscience if anything happens to him?
Aren't you going to kiss me? Come on. I expect to be kissed when I'm being screwed.
It's the truth.
Never mind the truth, Frank. I don't want the truth. I want an explanation. I want to know how come every time I move a package into the country, it gets nicked. I thought we'd clear up this particular problem. Obviously, I was wrong. Okay, Terry, sort it out.
Now, hold up. Before you start knocking lumps out of me, just listen. I think I know what the problem is here.
OK, Frank. You've got 30 seconds.
We all know that there's a grass, right?
25 seconds.
Now, who actually knew what was in that crate?
20 seconds.
My man in customs said that they'd already heard that it was guns. Someone on the inside. Well, that couldn't have been me, could it? Because I didn't know anything. Now, the question is, who did?
That'd be you, me, and Rob. Right, Dave?
Well, don't forget, we've only his word any of this even happened.
I know that. But what if he's telling the truth?
What if he isn't?
Inside job, they said. Well, you're hardly likely to blow your own deal. My money's on Rob.
Where is Rob? Anybody seen him? Yeah, Rob. Saul. Where are you? Why aren't you here? You're joking. How bad is it? Right. Go see her first. Then I want you here within the hour. Is that clear?
What is it?
He says his girlfriend's been involved in a car crash. He's on his way to the hospital.
I'm here to see my girlfriend, Cheryl Matthews, traffic accident.
Right.
Target
Emma,
from the clock.
could you take Mr. Doughty over to Ward 4, please?
Coming through now.
Robert Doughty, Superintendent Gosforth.
Flowers. Are they for me?
Cheryl.
Keep your voice down. There's a good chap. You're in a hospital. All right, Rob, I haven't got time to mess about. We've checked the warehouse in Wall's End. Tell us where they're taking Frank.
Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, Rob. We've been following you all morning. You were seen together down at the ferry terminal. You must know where they've gone.
Am I under arrest? Because if I'm not, I've got business to go and do, you know.
Sit down! I don't think you quite realise just how much trouble you're in. And this time you won't have Walker and Bonnet to bail you out.
Oh, no. Not the overdue library books again. I'll take them back tomorrow, I swear.
That's it, Rob. You keep playing Jack the Lad. Keep taking the piss.
Oh, thanks. I'll do my best.
I hope you've got a smart crack for your sister when I tell her it was you and your mates who killed the father of her child. Oh, yes. We have 2 witnesses. Can place you and Marky in a pub over in Baker. You were seen leaving together.
That doesn't prove anything.
Try telling that to Maggie the next time you drop in to pay the rent with your blood money.
You listen, you bitch. You leave Maggie out of this or I'll kill you. Do you hear?
Just take it easy, Rob. All we're looking for is a little cooperation, that's all.
What, against Saul Anderson and Dave Bonnet? Do you know what they do?
Well, sorry, Rob. It's either that or we tell Anderson who tipped off customs about his weapons crate.
Can you see him?
No.
What are you looking at?
The tide's coming in. Maybe we should move.
Oh, no. Not until all this is sorted out.
Hey, we could get cut off.
Relax, will you? He'll be here in a minute.
First thing I want understood is I had naught to do with Marky's killing. Do you hear? I never laid so much as a finger on him. I want that in the record.
Who did kill Marky? Was it Anderson?
No, it was Walker and Bonnet.
Go on.
They were waiting in the pub car park for him. Bundled him into the boot and took him out of the coast. Did him with a couple of garden spades. Cut his bloody head off.
What was it about?
They were using Marky to claim information money from the customs investigation team. Then Saul smelled a rat. So they had to get rid of Marky before Saul hammered the truth out of him.
Where's the body?
They buried him out in the links, near Whitley Bay, near the lighthouse. Oh, I saw the whole thing. Oh, he begged me to help him. There was nothing I could do.
So with Marky out of the way, you stepped in as Walker's dummy informant, giving away Anderson's drug shipments for cash, is that it?
Saul's a flake. You never know where you are with him. Walker said they'd protect me. Make sure Maggie didn't find out about Marky. They said not to worry, because this time Frank was going to take the blame.
Where is Frank? Come on, Rob, where have they taken him?
Same place as before. The lighthouse. Whitley Bay.
It's been more than an hour.
You, keep quiet.
Doesn't look like he's coming now.
Leave it. Any slapping needs doing round here, I'll do it.
Come on, we're wasting time. You all know what's got to be done. Let's get it over.
Always in a hurry. On with Dave. Like that last time with Marky, going off half-cocked instead of letting me loosen his tongue first.
Look, I told you, he knew we were onto him. He threatened to go to police complaints unless we helped him. He would have dropped us all in it.
Ain't you worked it out yet, Saul?
What are you rabbiting about?
Drugs, information, money. They're in it together. Only this time, they've got Rob fronting it instead of Marky.
Don't listen to him. Right, now he'd say anything to get off the hook.
All right, don't take my word for it. Ask Marky's girlfriend. She knew what was going on. I didn't believe it myself till this morning.
This morning? What happened this morning?
I'm telling you.
Button it! Go on. What happened this morning?
After we talked to Marky's girlfriend, Liz and I started to get a bad feeling about Rob. We'd already heard he was the one that fingered Marky. Now, what kind of brother-in-law does that? Then we found out that Cheryl, Lizzie's cousin, was going out with him. I asked Liz to go round and suss her out about what he was like. When she got there, Rob was leaving with Mr. Walker. Next thing I know, they both turn up at the ferry terminal. Now, I can't prove anything, but my guess is that somewhere along the line they stopped off for a quiet chat with a customs investigator about those guns. I mean, why else would they deny seeing Rob today when you asked them earlier? How much are you in for this time, Dave? 20? 30 grand? Is that going to ease the pain of not getting your promotion? You sad git.
I've heard enough of this. Now, are you going to shut him up? Or am I?
Is this the way it's going to be then, Saul? You're going to let him shut me up the way he did Marky?
Put the gun down, Dave.
Don't tell me you believe all that crap.
I said, put the gun down.
I'm sorry, Frank. You've left me no choice. You're going nowhere, Frank. Telling you, Frank! You're a dead man! Say good night, Frank.
No, police! Stay where you are! Drop the weapon!
Oh, you're good.
Drop the weapon! Do it now!
Put the gun down before it's too
For
late.
the last time, put the gun down!
Put the gun down!
I'll see you in hell, Frank.
Now that's what I call a result. 2 counts of murder and no messy trials to worry about. All down to you, Frank.
Would you mind rephrasing that?
Nah, seriously, that was good work. Chief Constable's going to be over the moon. Probably all end up with commendations. Well, better not keep him waiting. He wants me at the press conference to field questions.
Well, that'll be a novelty. An arsehole acting as a mouthpiece. Must be this new multi-skilling. Liz told me what you said about keeping an eye on me.
That was naughty of her.
Shows what you know about people.
I was right about Bonnet.
Good luck with your next promotion.
You're tired. Go home, Frank. Get some rest. I'll see you both tomorrow at 10 o'clock for the debrief.
There you go. Present from Whitley Bay, 3 sugars.
I heard about that stunt you pulled with Rob. I owe you a drink.
Well, I had to do something. It was my fault Cheryl got involved.
Well, look at it this way. If you hadn't bumped into Cheryl, and she hadn't been going out with Rob, that could have been me laying out there in the water.
Yeah, and we would never have heard you Elvis Presley.
Less said about that, the better.
Do you remember the times we had on this beach? Every summer. You, me and your dad.
And our Cheryl in that awful yellow bathing costume, eyeing up all the lads. You know, I was starting to forget how much this all means.
When you going back?
Day after tomorrow.
So soon?
Well, the job's over, Ma'am. These days, they can do all the paperwork on the internet.
Well, where will you go next?
Back to Hendon, I suppose. Unless I get a better offer.
I don't suppose you've ever thought of coming back here. It's just I saw something in the paper about a shortage in recruitment.
I think after all this time, London's kind of in me blood. But I do know one thing. From now on, I'm going to try and visit more often.
That'd be nice. Make sure you pop round and see our Cheryl before you go.
Yeah, I'm going to see her later.
What's going to happen to me?
I wouldn't worry. Now Rob's turned Queen's evidence, he'd be too busy watching his own back to bother about you.
I suppose I should thank you for setting me straight about him.
What with my track record? I should be getting tips from you.
Look, I'd better be going. We're a barman short tonight.
Right.
Bye, Frank. Nice meeting you.
And you. Take care.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah, you too.
All right, then. I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
About that drink I owe you.
Look, if you're talking about that half bottle of Chablis that's in the fridge, I think I'll pass.
Actually, I was talking about this little Nepalese place I spotted the other night. Thought maybe we could slope in there and knock out some of those expenses before Gosforth calls them in. Then maybe hit a nightclub, try and unwind.
Sounds like you've got it all planned out, Frank. What are you planning to sing this time? Something from the Lighthouse family?
I was thinking of Strangers in the Night as a duet.
Strangers in the Night wasn't a duet.
Well, it could be.